Hey, it's Rogue, and the world is in dire need of a rogue take because the entire community of Twitter managed to piss me off over Momo 7th win streak on Blight. So this guy, well, first of all, congratulations. A 1,000 win streak is incredible, no matter what character. You're an incredible killer player and probably the best Blight player in the world. So you don't need me to say this, but if you're listening to this, Momo, you're great. My congrats. So this guy achieved a 1,000 win streak on Blight. What are the premises? Well, the premises is that he's a comp player. He's playing Blight in pubs with no perk restriction against random people that matchmaking throws at him. With not the strongest add-ons. I think he's using double speed for most of the streak, if not all of the games. I didn't follow every game, I'm sorry. And yeah, you go to this 1,000 win streak, which is such an accomplishment. Now, player base used this to say that Blight add-ons are too OP, which they were not even used. So people just don't pay attention, to begin with. People just don't pay attention at all. But, just pretending we didn't read this shit because it makes absolutely no sense. Momo himself said, okay, I'm gonna read this. I did the streak for content, sure, and to prove Blight's power, sure, and the overall lack of skill in the player base. Streak was 3k with Dutch or 4k rule set. I put in 1 year doing this and lost 7 times. So, first of all, this is not, as he himself says, his first attempt. It just did not, piece of cake through it. He lost before. He lost 7 times. So he encountered teams that were actually at his level. But he did this trick to prove Blight's power. Now, I agree with this because you could do the same with another killer that is not Nurse Blight or maybe Mother Daughter Yakuyoga Spirit, but I would put a fat maybe on that. You could do this on any other killer, get your win streak interrupted before, because doing Gens and Living is actually a very strong counterplay to the killer. There are so many killers that if you pre-drop and the others just do Gens on a very survivor-sided map like Badam, well, you just lose. It doesn't matter how good you are if the team is coordinated. This is harder to do against killers like Nurse and Blight, and this is why also, for example, Supalf got to, I think it's about 600 in his win streak. I don't know if it's still going on, maybe got bored, understandable, honestly. But yeah, these killers are the strongest in the game, and I don't think there's anything wrong with having some killers that are stronger than others. If Blight was just completely OP, you wouldn't need the strongest Blight player in the world to achieve a 1,000 win streak. If it was that OP, everyone could do that, right? So whatever. But yeah, of course, not every killer is equipped with a base kit that makes it possible. Is this fair? I guess your guess is as good as mine. To me, it is. I don't mind. But, maybe for some others, every killer should be on the same level. Every map should have exactly the same strength for both sides. That's personal preference, honestly. The thing that pisses me off, though, in this tweet is I did this trick for content, blah, blah, and to prove the overall lack of skill in the player base. Now, this is a very no shit Sherlock moment. So, people that play a game, like a video game with their friends, just to chill, are not as skilled as a comp player. No shit, Sherlock. Oh my god, that was an hot take, and I'm so glad you had the time and funding to actually prove it because no one would have imagined it otherwise. Unbelievable. Like, are you really telling me that Karen, John, Mike, and Catherine are not as skilled as you that are a comp player? Really? I, oh my god, I thought that, just John from fucking Massachusetts was just as good as you, just, for divine grace. Like, it was just imparted with knowledge and ability to play the game. Bruh. Bruh? Are you good? Like, what the fuck? Was there really a need to prove that most of the player base is made of casuals, no matter how many $1,000 they have in the game? Like, who has told? Has anyone ever said otherwise? Has anyone ever said like, no, the player base is great, like everyone is a fucking comp player? No, this is a take so hot that no one in the community would have ever even dared formulating it because it's so completely false and random. Like, what? So yeah, the player base is mostly made of casuals. Sue them over that. Like, what exactly Momo wanted to prove with that, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, yeah, sure. Most of the teams in this video game, even like, 4 men with some comms, oh my god, so fearful, are not as strong as a com player playing the strongest killer in the game, which incidentally is also their strongest killer, with the strongest perks, the add-ons of their choice, and in a comp style. So basically, proxy camping to tunnel their first hook, and playing overall in a way that people in public matches don't like because they don't join to sweat; they join to be silly and meme and get blood points. Are you really telling me that you could get a 1,000 win streak on that? No shit, Sherlock again. But let's move on. This is probably the only topic that just made me go batshit with it because it was yeah, of course you're better than them. Of course, the random public players, no matter how many you face, are not as skilled as you. Really, and for the people that got pissed off at this, I would like to remind you that no one, literally no one, is stopping Michael Phelps to signing in your local competition in your small town. Yeah, it could just go there and wipe the asses of everyone that has prepared for the competition by swimming for 2 months in the local lake. No one's stopping him. Nothing's stopping him. There are no laws that are like, no, you cannot join. It just doesn't, because why would he? And apparently, that's not a common mentality for everyone. Some people are like, no, I should prove that I'm better than these casuals that play my same game. Sure, you do that. I guess. I'm only glad this was not a publicly funded experiment, because that would have been a waste of public money, to be fair. What else? Oh yeah, some people have said we should have a stricter matchmaking so that this does not happen. We should have a comp and pub mode. We had it. Hello. When MMR first came out, matchmaking was much stricter. And basically what happened was that you would only get matched with people that were actually in your MMR bracket. And this led to 3 million years queues. So Dowsy waited 40 minutes in queue. Dowsy is not a comp player, it's just a very good killer player. In order to get a team that was actually on his level. And everyone was like, nah, we don't want that. Well, bro, you either want that or not. And you want accurate matchmaking, you're gonna wait in queue for a very long time unless you're a casual. And you want to have faster queues, then you get what you get. And also Momo gets what he gets, which in this case is casuals, because the game is populated by casuals, me included. Big surprise. To me, we are really talking about nothing. I have been talking for how long has it been? 9 minutes while I watch my very poor Blight performance. About nothing. About nothing. What are we talking about? Yes, the strongest killer in the game, played by a comp player, can wipe the floor with public players. Yeah, really. Who would have said that? There are not enough comp teams playing pubs to actually give this person a significant challenge during their streak. Another, oh my god, who would have said that ever? Really. What are we talking about, guys? Really? What is the point? Nerf the Blight, nerf the comp players, nerf the MMR. What are we talking about? All I see is people getting mad at whatever, even getting to the point of threatening Momo, telling him terrible things. And mind you, this is a kid. This is a minor. And people are just going there and being like, I'm not going to repeat what they said, but just because he played a video game in a way they didn't like, or because he got a wish, I don't even know why, honestly. They were just yeah, just commit just because apparently. So yeah, another nice day around humanity. I guess. I don't know. What do I want to say with this video? I want to say that we haven't proved that shit. That there was no need for this to prove that the player base is bad. Yeah, it's bad. Comp players are better than pub players. Sure. cool. I guess this is the public service announcement. Comp players are better than you. Yay! I have nothing else to say because there was nothing else to say to begin with, for fuck's sake. Have good games, to gens, and honestly, if you DC on someone playing comp in pubs, I understand, bro. I understand. Goodbye.